Okay, so back to what I was saying. I don't know if catch-22 is the proper term for it to describe what I'm kind of going through right now, but it's like, how do you have the time to do what it is that you need to do, or want to do, when the bulk of your time is taken by what you have to do? If that makes sense. Like, there are things that we have to do, we want to do, and we need to do. The things that we have to do take precedent over everything. Like, it just gotta be that way. You know. So how do we find the time to get to the things that we need to? Forget want to. Hold on. Take y'all with me in here. So I'm getting ready to go into Starbucks. And hopefully they're still making my drink. John Brown it. Thank you. You too. Got it, I got it. Everything's gonna be alright, yeah. Got it, I got it. Woo. All right. We have our venti iced pumpkin cream chai latte with 1 pump vanilla, 2 pumps brown sugar. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Woo. Honey, this stuff is so good. It's not too much ice, because too much ice can make it like really hard to drink because it's so cold. But honey, it's just, oh, bless the Lord, this is so good. I did a video about this, asking the Lord to bless whoever invented this drink, and I still mean it. Lord, bless them once again. Help the kids to read better. Remove ingrown toenails, Lord. Give them favor when they do their Christmas shopping. Finding parking spaces. Because that's a good drink. And I used to, and y'all might think I'm being silly. I am, you know. But to me, it's the little things in life. Oh my God, bless the Lord. It's just the little things that bring me joy. Because I remember a time when I was going through depression. And it was so bad, I couldn't stand waking up. Because I knew what I had to face. And I remember when my money was so tight. Like, I went years with no job. I was a stay-at-home mom when my daughter was born. But my finances, my access to finances were super limited. So I couldn't function the way I wanted to function or was used to functioning, I should say. Because I was, working and independent and all that stuff, but I was a stay-at-home mom, sir. So I felt really bad. I felt like trash. Like, I couldn't take myself to get a hairdo. I couldn't take myself to get a darn soda. Because I didn't have no money. My husband had all the money. And that's whatever. But then once he and I separated and I started getting my life back on track. I'm going the wrong way. Started getting my life back on track. I had 2 part-time jobs. And I was trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, like literally. So every penny had an assignment. So it was no going out to eat, going to get a drink, like a coffee or nothing like that. So to be, bless the Lord, y'all just don't know, to be in a position to where I can buy myself a drink. And some people can't. Like, to work a job hard. I was traveling. There were 2 part-time jobs. One was out of town. One was in town. To travel out of town for a part-time job to scrap your money together to take care of you and your child. And you can't afford to buy yourself a Starbucks drink. That's a hurtful thing. Today, I can do it. Now, I ain't balling. I'm balling in Jesus. I'll say that. But, I'm not balling by any means. But to be able, like, if I bought myself this drink and bought groceries, I remember times when I couldn't buy groceries. I had to really, literally let it, make it stretch out. And to be able to do that now, and knowing, we still gonna have lights. Just made the utilities payment. And I got enough gas in my car to get me where I need to go. And guess what else? I'm finna get myself something to eat for dinner. Like some takeout. I remember I couldn't do no takeout. It was hamburger helper, child, for days. And people invite me out to eat and I couldn't do it. That was a horrible, horrible, horrible feeling. That's why I just bless the Lord on today, because I remember when, child, and it was that's why it's the little things that mean so much. Now, the big things, I ain't gonna roll my eyes at the big things, because I want the big things too. God's children should have the best of the best. I'm gonna leave that part alone, because I ain't trying to start nothing with nobody. But anyway, God's children should have the best of the best. But I just thank God for the little things, because when I was over in a foreign country going through depression, it was the little things that kept me afloat. Hold on just a minute, everybody. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
May I have I need the boneless wings. Is it wings and things? I just want the boneless wings, fries, and a drink.
You doing the wings and tenders or just the wings?
Just the wings.
Just the wings. And can I get a good name?
Beverly.
And the sauce on the wings?
I will take barbecue.
And the drink with that, man?
Have like a lemonade.
Got a handcrafted lemonade. Would that work?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Anything else?
Is it a strawberry lemonade or just
You
regular?
can do strawberry.
Yeah, I'll take a strawberry.
Anything else?
That'll be it.
I got a boneless wing meal, barbecue, and a strawberry lemonade.
Right.
$9.60 at the window.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. So yeah, that's why, child, it is the little things that bring me joy, because it was the little things that I had over there that, you know, gave me a small sense of normalcy, gave me a little bit of peace of mind. Hey, yes.
$9.60.
Ooh. Yes, Lord. It was the little things that gave me. Thank you.
Can I get you a full up there?
Sure. So much trash in this car. I ain't got nowhere to put my stuff. This is like embarrassing.com. But it was the little things that I was able to do that I made myself enjoy. Like when I was able to walk outside of the house and take my daughter for a walk, because I knew that there were some wives. I was married to a guy in the military, and
Here.
thank you.
You're welcome. You have your one.
You too. And I knew some wives, they couldn't do nothing. Like, oh, I didn't get my drink. They couldn't do nothing, you know, without their husband's permission. And they would stay at home.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And their husbands, you know, made them stay at home so they can live the kind of lives they wanted to live. That wasn't my issue. I couldn't really find a job. That's the only reason why I didn't work. So I decided to just find the blessing in the little things. And I really looked at it as some people don't have anywhere to stay. When I was over there, that's, you know, it's the little things like that. I'm like, I'm not working, but I got a place to stay. I got food to eat. My basic needs are taken care of. I just made myself look at the blessings. So when I came back over here, not knowing that I would lose everything and had to start over, I was already in the frame of mind that I needed to be grateful for the little things. Because if I focused on what I didn't have or the big things that everybody else had, I would have been miserable, and my depression would have gotten worse. It would have gotten worse. That's a whole nother story too. But piece of advice. Oh God, Lord have mercy. This person is Jesus walking in the street. Lord, keep them safe. See, oh, bless the Lord. Y'all just don't know. This lady is walking in the dark in the street, pulling a cart, and I'm driving. I'm just, ooh, that could be me, child. Walking in the street in the dark, pulling stuff, trying to get home. Almost getting hit by vehicles, and there's this big fire truck in front of me. And you couldn't see her. You can't see her until you get up on her. Anyway, don't tell people what you're going through if they're not in a position to help you. I mean, like, and you know they will help. Not family members and so-called friends that say, well, let me know if you ever need anything. They don't mean it half the time. That's just something to say. So you can tell them your business and they can pour the tea. Say what I said. If you need somebody to talk to and you don't have like a trusted pastor, get you some help, like mental help, counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever. Get you some help. And don't tell people that you're going to counseling. Like, what's the benefit of that? I went to counseling a couple of times. Child, crash and burn. It ain't work out. I guess that's a video for another time. I think I went to counseling like 3 times in my life. It didn't work out too good. One of my counselors told me they had to take a couple of months off from counseling to take a teaching job, child. I'm like, cuz I'm getting off work early. I'm driving to another city. I had to go where insurance would take me. And you talking about we can't have no more sessions for 2 months because you got to go teach a John Brown class. See, I said, you know what? Fine. Talking about get back with me. That's exactly what I said. Get back with me. In 2 months. Right. But get you some help. And don't tell people that you are... Scratch that. Don't tell everybody that you are going through counseling, because everybody don't want to see you well. Before you tell people that you're going through counseling, determine if it is a need-to-know basis. If your kids are the problem, you're an adult and you have well, of course you're an adult. You have adult kids and they sit and you got to go to counseling because you're tired of their foolishness. I don't think you need to tell them that you're going to counseling because you're tired of their foolishness. That's just me. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes when we try to better ourselves, it's not always financially, but people can try to hinder our growth. And it's not just the saying that misery loves company, that they will try to hinder your growth. Sometimes it's if you no longer have the current mindset, they can't get things out of you like they used to. They can't have the tallest building on the street anymore, because you'll think higher of yourself than you used to. When people feel bad about themselves, some people love it, honey. They eat it up. It is just the best thing to them. That's how they feel good about themselves. And you tell them your problems. I'm speaking from experience. That's how I can talk this stuff, honey. When you feel bad about yourself and you have somebody or somebodies in your life and they feel bad about themselves, but they kind of get a boost in their self-esteem seeing what you're going through, they will give you bogus advice. Be sure to, especially if they're church folks, be sure to pull out the Bible and the flashlight and show you what you're doing wrong according to the word, honey. Break it apart, break you apart. Not in like an uplifting way. Well, I know this, and this, but the word said da 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 da. So you can do better. You can come out of it. Don't worry. Yeah, you did sin in that area, but all hope is not lost, is how it's supposed to go. Instead of, now the word said that, if you lust in your heart after a man, you already sinning. Now, you wrong for that. What kind of advice is that? When you go to them and you say, there's this dude on my job, child, and he is so fine, I think I'm going to have to switch departments because I be looking at him every day and I'm trying to make it in. And instead of them kicking with you or saying maybe that's a good idea, they're going to pull out the Bible on you and bust you upside your head with it and tell you wrong for finding somebody attractive. Can't stand stuff like that, but that's just me. Going off on a tangent, come back there. So, anywho, I done rambled on, it got all off the point. But all the way back to my drink, grateful for the little things. I think that God is pleased with us when we are grateful for the little things. I think that there is such a peace in being grateful for the little things, because when we are running after the big things, not desiring, because I desire big things, but when we run after the big things and we forget about the little things, I think, it makes God sad. It could make us seem like ingrates. That's just my opinion on that. It can make us seem like ingrates. But my earlier portion of the video was finding the time to do what we have to do is already crucial. Then we have finding the time to do what we need to do and want to do is like, child, throw a penny in the wishing well and hope it comes true. Especially when you are trying to change things about yourself, I'm realizing that the want tos gotta become have tos. And that's where the bite-sized pieces come in. I realized that I had to make some type of change so I could have more energy in my body, so I can do more of the things that is helping me to fulfill my kingdom assignment. So I'm like, I had to get off of sodas. I had to move my body. I had to increase my fruits and vegetables, and I had to get rest. I was in charge of all of that stuff. Go right on ahead. Passing in this curve. I had control over that stuff. And because I knew I had control over that stuff, there was really no excuse. None. And I started doing all of those things, those 3 or 4 things together about 4 weeks ago. 3, maybe 4 weeks ago, definitely 3 weeks ago. And today I feel better. I absolutely, positively feel better. So I want to encourage y'all to look at your life. If you literally have to get a piece of paper and write down your activities for the day, do that. And in doing that, you'll find the things that you can change. And it's not like cold turkey, stop doing this, or rip the brakes off the bus and go for certain things, with no stops in sight. I'm just going to do it till I'm exhausted. To each his own. But to me, like the tortoise and the hare story, slow and steady wins the race. One day at a time. Do one thing at a time. I do encourage people to journal, because when you journal, you realize things. You got to do like me and write in code. Honey, write in code about stuff. But just remember what the code is, because I remember one time I was writing so hard, so fast, so much code. When I went back to look at it, I was like, what in the world am I talking about? But if you don't care, or you feel like people won't read your stuff, then write it out. Because we just take so much stuff in every day that we don't even hear our own thoughts. And everything that we're thinking about is coming from other people. I believe that God gives us answers, and probably to some of the things that we haven't even asked yet.